Welcome to our channel. Today, we're bringing you an exciting look at HD Old Coins 51, a collection of fascinating, historic coins that showcase incredible artistry and craftsmanship. Each coin has a unique story, connecting us to a bygone era and preserving the rich heritage of the past. Whether you're a passionate collector or just curious about these rare treasures, this video will take you on a journey through history. Let's explore the beauty, value, and significance of these remarkable coins. Top 1. The year 1968 marked a significant milestone in British numismatic history as the United Kingdom took a major step toward decimalization. It was a time of transition, anticipation, and adaptation as the traditional system of pounds, shillings, and pence made way for a more simplified and modern monetary structure. Among the first decimal coins introduced was the 10 new pence, a coin that carried both the weight of tradition and the promise of change. This coin, featuring the dignified image of Queen Elizabeth II, was not just a piece of currency. It was a symbol of Britain's evolving economy, a tangible connection between past and future, and a testament to the meticulous craftsmanship of the Royal Mint. The 10 new pence coin of 1968 was designed to align with the decimal system that would become fully operational in 1971. This coin was introduced alongside other denominations to familiarize the public with the new currency well in advance. Its introduction marked a departure from the complexity of the pre-decimal monetary system, making transactions simpler and more intuitive. However, despite being part of this modern transformation, the coin retained characteristics that paid homage to the past, particularly its size and weight, which were closely aligned with the florin, a coin that had been in circulation since the 19th century. This decision was intentional, designed to ease the transition and reassure the public that the new money was not entirely unfamiliar. On the obverse side of the 1968 10 new pence coin was the elegant and instantly recognizable portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This depiction, created by Arnold Machin, was one of the most iconic effigies of the monarch, featuring her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The image exuded grace, dignity, and a sense of continuity, reinforcing the stability of the monarchy at a time when the country was undergoing financial reform. This portrait was already a familiar sight, as it had been used on British postage stamps, further cementing its place in the visual identity of the nation. Surrounding the Queen's effigy was the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, an abbreviation of the Latin phrase De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription underscored the Queen's authority and role as the head of state, a tradition that had been carried forward on British coinage for centuries. The reverse of the 10 new pence coin was a striking representation of British heraldry. Designed by Christopher Ironside, it featured the lion passant guardant, a powerful and enduring symbol of England. The lion, depicted walking with its head turned to face the observer, was a representation of strength, courage, and sovereignty. This regal beast had long been associated with the British monarchy and the nation's identity, making it a fitting choice for the new decimal coinage. The words "new pence" were inscribed above the lion, emphasizing the departure from the old system, while the denomination 10 was boldly positioned below, ensuring clarity and recognition. This design was both traditional and modern, balancing Britain's rich heritage with the need for a forward-looking monetary system. The Royal Mint produced the 1968 10 new pence coin with precision and expertise, ensuring that each piece met the highest standards of craftsmanship. Made from cupronickel, the coin had a distinctive silver appearance that made it stand out from the smaller bronze denominations. It measured 28.5 millimeters in diameter and weighed 11.31 grams, giving it a substantial feel in the hand. These specifications were deliberately chosen to maintain some level of familiarity, as the coin was intended to serve as a decimal equivalent to the florin. With a high mintage, millions of these coins were struck, ensuring widespread availability and seamless integration into everyday transactions. As the coin entered circulation, it quickly became a staple of British commerce. It was used for a variety of everyday purchases, from newspapers to transportation fares, and its value was easily understood due to its equivalence to 2 shillings. The coin's weight and size gave it a sense of reliability, and it was embraced by the public as they gradually adjusted to the decimal system. Even after full decimalization in 1971, the original 10 new pence design remained in circulation for many years before eventually being downsized in 1992 to make it more practical for everyday use. Today, the 1968 10 new pence coin holds a special place in the world of numismatics. Collectors appreciate it not only for its historical significance, but also for its classic design and role in the decimalization process. While many of these coins remain common due to their large mintage, those in exceptional condition, particularly uncirculated or proof specimens, are highly sought after. Proof versions, specially struck with polished dies to create a mirror-like finish, are especially prized among collectors who appreciate the finer details of British coinage. The value of a 1968 10 new pence coin varies depending on factors such as condition, rarity, and demand in the numismatic market. Circulated examples, which show signs of wear from everyday use, typically hold modest value, while well-preserved specimens in brilliant uncirculated condition can fetch higher prices. Proof coins, due to their superior craftsmanship and limited production, often command even greater premiums. Additionally, error coins, those with minting anomalies such as misstrikes or off-center designs, are particularly intriguing to collectors and can significantly increase a coin's value. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1968 10 new pence coin represents an important chapter in British history. It serves as a tangible reminder of a time when the nation transitioned from centuries-old currency traditions to a modernized financial system. For those who lived through this period, the coin evokes memories of adapting to a new way of counting money, while for younger generations, it provides a fascinating glimpse into the evolution of British coinage. Whether held in a collection, displayed as a historical artifact, or remembered as a part of everyday life, this coin continues to captivate and inspire. For collectors, the appeal of the 1968 10 new pence extends beyond its design and historical context. It is a coin that tells a story of transformation, adaptation, and resilience. It symbolizes a moment of progress in Britain's economic history when tradition met innovation and when a nation embraced a new era of currency. Holding a well-preserved example of this coin is like holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a connection to a time when the familiar was replaced with the modern, yet the essence of British heritage remained steadfast. As time moves forward, coins like the 1968 10 new pence become even more valuable, not just in terms of market price, but in their role as historical artifacts. They remind us of the careful planning, artistry, and craftsmanship that go into the making of money. They tell stories of commerce, of everyday exchanges, and of a society in transition. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or simply someone with an appreciation for history, the 1968 10 new pence is a coin worth treasuring. A coin that carries within it the echoes of an era that reshaped Britain's financial landscape forever. Top 2. The year 1969 was a fascinating time in British history, a period of transition and transformation as the United Kingdom prepared to fully embrace decimalization. This shift from the traditional pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simpler, more modern decimal structure was one of the most significant changes in the country's monetary history. Among the coins that played a crucial role in this transition was the 10 new pence, a piece that symbolized both continuity and change. Struck by the Royal Mint, the 1969 10 new pence was more than just a coin. It was a representation of a nation moving forward while respecting its past. The 10 new pence coin was part of an early decimal series introduced in 1968 to help the public adjust to the new system before it officially took full effect in 1971. While it was a new coin in name, its design and specifications were deliberately chosen to maintain familiarity with the pre-decimal florin, which had long been used in British currency. By keeping the size, weight, and overall feel similar, the government ensured that the transition would be smoother for the British people. The obverse of the 1969 10 new pence featured the elegant and timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This effigy, designed by Arnold Machin, was one of the most well-recognized depictions of the Queen, showing her wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This portrait was not only used on British coinage, but also appeared on postage stamps, making it a familiar and reassuring image during a time of monetary change. Surrounding the Queen's portrait was the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, an abbreviation of the Latin phrase De Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, which translates to by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription reinforced the Queen's role as the sovereign and maintained the traditional elements of British coinage. The reverse side of the coin was a stunning representation of British heraldry. Designed by Christopher Ironside, it featured the lion passant guardant, a powerful and enduring symbol of England. The lion, shown walking with its head turned toward the viewer, represented strength, courage, and sovereignty. This design connected the coin to centuries of British tradition while also marking it as part of the country's new decimal series. Above the lion, the words New Pence were inscribed, emphasizing the decimalization process, while the denomination 10 was displayed below, ensuring clarity for those adapting to the new system. The Royal Mint struck the 1969 10 new pence in cupronickel, a durable alloy composed of copper and nickel. This gave the coin a bright, silver-like appearance that distinguished it from the smaller bronze denominations. Measuring 28.5 millimeters in diameter and weighing 11.31 grams, the coin had a substantial feel, similar to the pre-decimal florin it was designed to replace. The choice of metal and size ensured that the public would recognize its value easily and continue using it with confidence. As part of the ongoing decimalization process, the 10 new pence coin saw widespread circulation. It became an essential part of everyday transactions, used for everything from buying newspapers to paying for public transportation. Its size and weight gave it a sense of reliability, and it was readily accepted by the public as they became more accustomed to the new monetary system. The government's decision to introduce decimal coins gradually proved successful, as by the time full decimalization took place in 1971, the 10 new pence was already a well-integrated and widely recognized part of British currency. For collectors and numismatists, the 1969 10 new pence holds historical significance as one of the early decimal coins issued before full transition. While it is not considered a rare coin due to its high mintage, well-preserved examples, especially in uncirculated condition, are sought after by those who appreciate the artistry and history of British coinage. Proof versions of the coin, which were struck with special polished dies to create a mirror-like finish, are particularly valuable among collectors. These proof coins were often included in special sets issued by the Royal Mint, making them desirable for those looking to own a pristine example of this transitional coin. The value of a 1969 10 new pence coin depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand in the numismatic market. Circulated examples, which show signs of everyday use, generally hold modest value, as they were minted in large numbers. However, uncirculated or proof specimens can command higher prices, particularly those with sharp details and minimal wear. Additionally, error coins, those with minting mistakes such as misstrikes or off-center designs, can be especially valuable, as collectors often seek out these unique anomalies. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1969 10 new pence serves as a tangible piece of history. It represents a time when Britain was undergoing a major financial transformation, a period of adaptation and modernization. For those who lived through decimalization, the coin is a nostalgic reminder of adjusting to a new way of handling money. For younger generations, it offers insight into the evolution of British currency and the meticulous planning that went into making decimalization as smooth as possible. The legacy of the 10 new pence did not end with its early years. Although the original large-sized version remained in circulation for decades, it was eventually redesigned in 1992 to be smaller and more practical for everyday use. The downsizing of the coin marked yet another step in the ongoing evolution of British coinage, reflecting the need for more efficient and user-friendly currency. However, the original 1969 version remains an important piece in the history of British money, a coin that captures the essence of a nation in transition. For collectors, the appeal of the 1969 10 new pence extends beyond its aesthetic beauty and historical significance. It tells a story of change, resilience, and progress. Holding a well-preserved example of this coin is like holding a piece of history, a reminder of how Britain adapted to a new monetary system while preserving its deep-rooted traditions. It is a coin that bridges the old and the new, a testament to the careful planning and craftsmanship that define British numismatics. As time goes on, coins like the 1969 10 new pence become even more valuable, not just in terms of market price, but in their role as historical artifacts. They remind us of the effort that goes into designing and implementing a nation's currency, the careful balance between innovation and tradition. Whether you are an avid collector, a history enthusiast, or someone with an appreciation for British heritage, the 1969 10 new pence remains a fascinating and cherished coin, a lasting symbol of one of the most important transitions in the history of British money. Top 3. The 1975 UK 10 new pence coin stands as a fascinating piece of British numismatic history, representing an era of economic transition and modernization. It was part of the decimal coinage system that had been introduced a few years earlier, a system that aimed to simplify transactions and bring the United Kingdom in line with other nations using decimal-based currencies. By 1975, the British public had become accustomed to the new monetary system, and the 10 new pence was already a familiar sight in everyday transactions. However, this coin was more than just a means of exchange. It was a symbol of Britain's evolving economy, a reflection of its regal heritage, and a piece of art in its own right. The obverse of the 1975 UK 10 new pence coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait, which had first appeared on British decimal coinage in 1968, depicted the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The image captured her poised and dignified presence, reinforcing the stability of the monarchy during a time of financial transformation. Surrounding the portrait was the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, a Latin abbreviation meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription had long been a staple of British coinage, preserving tradition even as the currency itself underwent significant change. The reverse of the coin was a masterpiece of heraldic design, created by Christopher Ironside. It showcased a striking image of a lion passant guardant, a symbol deeply rooted in British history. The lion, depicted walking with its head turned toward the viewer, had long been associated with strength, courage, and sovereignty. This design choice reinforced the continuity of British coinage, linking the modern decimal coins with the nation's heraldic past. Above the lion, the words "new pence" were prominently displayed, a term used on decimal coins before the denomination system underwent further simplification in the early 1980s. Below the lion, the number 10 was inscribed, clearly indicating the coin's value in the decimal system. The 1975 10 new pence coin was struck in cupronickel, an alloy composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This metal choice gave the coin a bright, silver-like appearance while ensuring durability. Measuring 28.5 millimeters in diameter and weighing 11.31 grams, it shared the same size and specifications as the pre-decimal florin, a decision made to ease the transition to decimal currency. The coin's reeded edge provided an additional tactile element, helping individuals distinguish it from other denominations. During the 1970s, the UK economy faced various challenges, including inflation and shifts in global trade. Despite these economic fluctuations, British coinage remained a steadfast part of daily life. The 10 new pence coin was widely used across the country, facilitating everyday transactions and integrating seamlessly into the decimal system. It was commonly seen in shops, vending machines, and public transport fare systems, becoming a trusted unit of currency among the public. For numismatists and collectors, the 1975 UK 10 new pence holds historical significance as part of the first wave of decimal coinage. While it is not considered rare due to its high mintage, well-preserved examples are highly sought after, particularly in uncirculated condition. Coins that have retained their original mint luster, showing no signs of wear or damage, are particularly desirable among collectors. Additionally, proof versions of the coin, struck with highly polished dies to create a mirror-like finish, hold a special place in numismatic collections. These proof coins were often included in special royal mint sets, appealing to collectors who appreciate pristine examples of historical currency. The value of a 1975 10 new pence coin varies depending on its condition and demand in the collector's market. Circulated examples, which show signs of everyday use, typically hold only modest value, as millions of these coins were produced. However, uncirculated and proof specimens can command higher prices, particularly those graded by professional numismatic services. Collectors also seek out error coins, those with minting anomalies such as off-center strikes or die cracks, as these rare variations can significantly increase a coin's worth. Beyond its monetary value, the 1975 UK tin new pence serves as a tangible piece of Britain's financial history. It represents a period when the nation was adjusting to a modern currency system, balancing tradition with progress. For those who lived through the decimalization era, this coin is a nostalgic reminder of a time when the British public was learning to use a new system of money. For younger generations, it offers a glimpse into the evolution of British coinage and the careful planning that went into the decimal transition. The legacy of the tin new pence did not end with its early years. While the original large-sized version remained in circulation for decades, the coin was eventually redesigned in 1992 to be smaller and more practical for everyday use. The downsizing of the coin marked another step in the continuous evolution of British currency, reflecting the changing needs of commerce and consumer convenience. Despite this change, the original 1975 version remains an important piece in the history of British money, a testament to the era of decimalization and the enduring artistry of British coinage. Collectors and historians alike appreciate the 1975 UK tin new pence not just for its design and craftsmanship, but for the story it tells. It is a coin that bridges the gap between past and present, linking the heraldic traditions of Britain with the economic realities of a modernizing world. Holding a well-preserved example of this coin is like holding a piece of history, a reminder of how the UK navigated one of the most significant changes in its financial system. As time passes, coins like the 1975 tin new pence become more than just currency. They become historical artifacts. They offer insight into the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint, the foresight of policymakers, and the adaptability of the British people. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a history enthusiast, or simply someone with an appreciation for British heritage, the 1975 UK tin new pence remains a fascinating and cherished coin, a lasting symbol of one of the most important transitions in the history of British money.